So first up, in sad news, sending a rest in peace to BeatKing, who is a Houston legend, producer, artist. It was confirmed yesterday by his manager and then also to his girlfriend that he had passed away. At this time, there is no information out there about what was the cause of death. However, there are so many people online mourning because he was just such a big part of like that Southern sound and people's music careers for some time. You have Slim Thug, who posted and said legendary Texas rapper BeatKing.
And producer, yeah.
And yes, Bun B posted and just talked about, you know, how it's always the good ones, how this hurts. He was such a good spirited person. Erica Banks posted and talked about how full of life he was. And crazy enough, he had just popped up on my timeline. I think it was like last week. He had posted a photo with his daughter. He has two daughters that he's now survived by.
That's horrible.
And they're older. You know what I mean? So that's going to be tough for them to have to get through. But we have found a tweet. I'm not for sure when this was tweeted, but I was like, man, it's kind of crazy how these things happen. So BeatKing had actually tweeted every June 27th or December 4th, I think about my legacy I'm trying to leave. I'm not for sure why those two dates. When I die, I just want BeatKing sets played in the clubs every weekend. So make sure y'all are, you know, saluting him, showing him some love, playing the music, and boy, do he got some hits.
Yeah, I wish we
39 years old.
I wish we'd have had some in his system so people could, you know, understand the amount of music that he produced, and as far as DJs are concerned, I mean, we play all his records all the time, so he'll definitely be missed. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know the brother, but 39 years old, two daughters, man. Rest in peace to him. Sending healing energy to him and his family. 39 is very, 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 very young.
Super
like life
young.
is just getting started at 39.
Yes.
That's right.
Yep. So moving on into other stuff. So yesterday, Michael Rubin, who was up here with us in conversation, had to come on Twitter and apologize for some comments that he made while he was here. Let's take a listen to the comments first, and then I'll get into the apology.
So one thing I've learned about black culture that I don't like is that black hate on hate.
Speak on that more. I heard you say that earlier, and I wanted you to expound on that. You said you don't like to see black people tearing down other black people.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Okay.
Like it's horrible. Like why? Like I want to support every. Look, you guys know me pretty well. Anything I can ever help with, I'm always there. I want everyone around me to do great. You guys correct me if you think I'm wrong. I think there's a little bit of a black culture of like, it's black hate on hate. It's like that black judge that Meek had that hated on him and wanted to go extra hard on him. Okay. It's like, it's what people always say to me. It's like black hate on hate. So I think it's terrible. I think it's something that I think it's culturally wrong. And I'll probably get killed for saying this because,
I'm glad you're saying it openly. If this is the conversations that are being had.
I have it all the time with
I want to hear this.
Yeah, so I think it's wrong. I think, like, why do you not want to build everyone up around you? Why do you not want everyone around you to do great?
So after this interview aired, of course, and he knew it. He said it. He said, I'm going to get killed for this. That's exactly what started happening. But there were a lot of people online also, too, agreeing with him, with what he said as well, too. But it was controversial, right? So Michael Rubin came out yesterday with a tweet. He said, I got a phone call from one of the people I have the most respect for in the world. They told me while they appreciate my intention, it's not my place to speak on black culture. I get it and really appreciate the input. My intention was to say how important it is that we need to uplift each other, stop hate on each other, and push each other to win, and always root for each other's successes. My bad, much love, appreciate the feedback. And then he tagged all of us so that we saw it. And then that reignited all of the conversation about, was he out of place for speaking on different things? I know Schoolboy Q had tweeted and like reposted the video and was like, I'm cool off this app. There's no such thing as black on black anything. I'm going. Meek also tweeted and spoke out. He said Rubin shouldn't be saying that type of stuff out loud. A black man is supposed to, but nobody be saying it. It's like we only collab on songs, women, and parties. He be hearing my friends getting murdered. Like, why, Meek? I can't explain it to him in a sensible way. Then Meek said, y'all let somebody paid promo a video of me bunny hopping from a 5-year-old video. Silly bet. I'm a real don in the trenches, and I'm a real top-tier black man that get respect in the rooms of many wealthy people. It overwhelms me at times. I run away from it. The fact I got through that tweet so swiftly, shout out to me. But basically, Meek's point is like Meek saying he felt like Michael Rubin shouldn't have been the one that had to say it, but he did, and he explained why. Like, these are the conversations we had with him, and he doesn't understand it because from his perspective, he wants everybody around him to win.
Yeah, Meek said Michael shouldn't have said that out loud. Michael said one of his friends called and said that wasn't his place to say it, but guess what? None of those people said he lied. Because he didn't. Now, I'm not into broad generalizations because we know all black people don't hate each other. We know all black people don't tear each other down. But it does happen enough for him to make that observation. And it happens enough for us to have those conversations amongst each other. And as I told him, if those are the conversations they're having in private, bring it to the forefront. We know what it is. We know why it is white supremacy. And I would rather focus on what he said, which is let's continue to push each other up. I'd rather focus on that.
Well, he said it really defended Meek because he's seen Meek's career and he's seen how people turned on Meek from the bunny hopping thing to him hugging Little Baby and how, we attack each other for no reason. Like there's no proof that Meek was anything, but everybody made fun of him. Everybody joked him, and that could hurt Meek's business. But what he said was absolutely positively right. Let's not sit here and say it wasn't right. It was right.
Now, one of the arguments that people were making when this apology got tweeted out was, well, he needs to mind his business and talk about his own people and what they have going on. And I think people took it as him saying this only happens in black culture, and that's not what he said.
We literally had a conversation about, Jewish people hating on other Jewish people. He started talking about people saying he's a bad Jew.
They only took that one little clip, though. That's the problem.
Because of how much he support black people. We literally had that conversation right after.
Correct.
The black conversation.
And I remember because when he said it, the first thing I thought of is like, I know he's not saying only we do this. And then you said that's not only in black culture. Like we went into that.
We had a whole conversation.
Yeah, so I think people missed that part. But like I said, I don't, and I tweeted back to him. I don't think that his intention was not harmful at all. People are just mad at the messenger.
I don't have any problem with critique. I don't have any problem with people being held accountable if they do something foul. To me, that's not hate. But we all know exactly what Michael Rubin was talking about because we talk about it amongst ourselves. And
Correct.
Anyone who doesn't acknowledge that isn't actively trying to fix it.
Well.
And that is Jess With The Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.